Thursday night baseball on tap from Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Chicago Cubs and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Two of the game's premier first basemen, Goldschmidt and Rizzo, lead their teams next. Ruby De La Rosa, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, Matty, last year he had an ERA over 4. For a starting pitcher, that's a bit high. He's looking to have a better year this season.
Ben Zobrist heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Second baseman, number 18.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Peralta's under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
In the second spot tonight,
stepping in, Chris Bryant. He'll get to take his first cuts here. De La Rosa sets his sights. First pitch on the way. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one. EK, you take a look at this Diamondback ball club as they begin play here tonight. They come in 2-1 on the young season and off to a good start.
And they were able to put together a good performance in the victory yesterday afternoon, so they'll see if they can keep it going here.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Anthony Rizzo gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch coming, here it is. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. You got to figure that that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Kyle Hendricks, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, remember last year he had an ERA under 4. Very solid, very dependable.
Gene Segura is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. And that misses 2-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Now the pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, Matt, this team has elite speed, so all you have to do is keep the ball on the ground, focus on hitting line drives, and play small ball.
A.J. Pollock comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Tap fouled at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Up and in, and this one sends him to the ground. It's ball 2. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full. And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs' alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this former USD Torero, Chris Bryant, one of the best in the game offensively. Doesn't get a lot of accolades for his defense, though. Can play any...
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Kyle Schwarber makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he misses his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
De La Rosa gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Striding into the box, Addison Russell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Russell.
Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Batting 6.
Dexter Fowler takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Toss started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. No score here as we play inning number 2. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. Now a bluff here as he steps off to look him back at first. And another throw over. And he just manages to get his hand in. And again a throw. And the runner back safely.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Another throw over. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. Ball's there, and he is out at second base. And a bunt attempt now, but this is foul, and the inning is over. What was that all about? Jake Lamb will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Third baseman, Jake Lamb.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Looking up is Coughlin. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. A solo shot here to left, and the Diamondbacks strike first. It's 1-0. David Peralta is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And if he wants to turn things around, that's a pitch that he's going to need to start locating better.
3-0 now. And, oh, he thought that was ball 4, but it's called a strike. 3-1 now.
Yeah, you wonder if we're going to be seeing that high strike. That one looked to be above the letters, but not so in the eyes of the home plate umpire.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Sinker misses, ball 4.
Yeah, he knows he's already given up 1 home run in the inning, so this wasn't the most aggressive sequence we've seen. He winds up losing him on 3-2.
Brandon Drury stands in. First pitch of the at-bat. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And he's back standing. Nobody out, runner on first. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now, 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Batting 7, catcher.
He's set. Here it comes. Wellington Castillo is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
And he looks at a sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone. Chris Owings set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Just the 2nd inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
Ruby De La Rosa gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Soler is there. And that ends the inning. Chris Coghlan leads it off here. Bottom 3rd of the order set to go here in the 3rd.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Way outside. 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Segura has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Batting 8. Right.
So with 1 gone here in the inning, it's time to check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule so you can plan your week around staying at home and watching Cubs baseball here with us. De La Rosa's ready. First pitch on its way. Jorge Soler started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Batting ninth.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Stepping in now, Kyle Hendricks. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Goldschmidt over to his left. Throw to first will get him easily. Gene Segura will stand in as the lineup turns over here. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. Scorched to third. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Center fielder number
A.J. Pollock in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. I wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. Now he lifts a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory on the right side. Under it is Rizzo. 1 away. Runner in scoring position at second with 1 away. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. And he doesn't want him to get off to a big lead out there at second, so he steps off to look him back. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Soler on the move. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
now batting.
Jake Lamb stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance. Runner's back. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike one. Then he thought to bring in the infield in here with one away.
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let...
David Peralta will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. 1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Turned on down the line. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs. Leading off the inning, Ben Zobrist, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. De La Rosa into his motion. Here's the 0-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Kris Bryant stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. No runs, just one hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Anthony Rizzo stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one. Taken high and deep to right. Peralta going back at the track. But he can't get it as it's off the wall. Kyle Schwarber will get a shot here with two away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That two-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one.
Now you got to regroup after the two-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. One left for the Cubs. Still down 3-0. Brandon Drury is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
First pitch cut it, it's by him for strike one. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Squared that one up just a little late. The 0-2 delivery. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Now batting,
Wellington Castillo gets another crack at it now. He took a look at strike three in his first plate appearance. Hit well on the ground to first. One there. Back to first, and great work by the pitcher hustling over to cover as he takes the throw for the 3-6-1 double play. Chris Owings is into the box, reached base via the walk in his first appearance. First pitch on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Diamondbacks down. Addison Russell heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Into the seats, 0-1. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. First offering on its way. That's yanked into the stands, strike one. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Lifted in the air out to right. After it is Peralta. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The left-hander, number 8, Chris.
Into the box now, Chris Coughlin. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. A shot down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Shot towards second. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Digging in, Jorge Soler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
On the move is Coughlin. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ruby De La Rosa comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. Gene Segura will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Aroldis Chapman is on his way in, and I don't get this one. It's the 5th inning.
Aroldis Chapman.
Gene Segura will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out.
Gene Segura.
A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he is in there. A.J. Pollock will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. First and second here with nobody out. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Soler has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. Paul Goldschmidt tripled homer run last time through, so let's see what he's got in store this time. And that's in there for strike 1.
And if he can come in here and start putting that pitch in that location, ain't nobody going to touch him.
And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. And not in time as the second run scores. Jake Lamb digs in now with 2 already home and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Now a pitch out as they might have smelled the squeeze that time. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Chapman sets. Here comes the first pitch. David Peralta stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out. Aroldis Chapman will come in now to begin their half of the sixth, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Second baseman, number 18,
Ben Zobrist will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Chris Bryant stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's Brandon Drury will walk toward the plate as he'll lead things off here in the Arizona 6th inning. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that pitch. That's on him way too fast.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
Chapman's ready. Here's the 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. 1 away, and here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 3-1 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full, 3-2.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Chris Owings ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Boy, and he's turned things around from that last inning as this pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Anthony Rizzo stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
This guy just continues to pound the strike zone. He's thrown a first pitch strike to 90% of the batters he's faced. Look how late we are into this ball game, and that's the difference for him.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Kyle Schwarber will dig in now. He's struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats. Hit hard to short. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Up next for the Cubs,
Addison Russell digs in, and he struck out after whiffing on a bunt attempt in his first at-bat.
And I'm still not sure why they had him trying to bunt with 2 strikes. I'm just not a big fan of doing that.
Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. Dexter Fowler will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. De La Rosa pauses. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Ruby De La Rosa will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
Yeah, he's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. On the ground to third. Bryant is up with it, and he's retired here, 1 away.
Now batting. Second
Gene
baseman.
Segura gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. Oh, and it goes right past him out there at short.
Now batting.
A.J. Pollock will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. A 1-0 delivery. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Runners on first with 1 down. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Settling in now, Paul Goldschmidt. And he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. High in the air out to center field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. Chris Coghlan will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. You know, that's more than the rest of these guys can say.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Yeah, he was trying to do something dramatic right there, but when you think about it, at this point in the ball game, all you need is base runners.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Jorge Soler will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Hot shot on the ground to short. Owings is there. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher number 50.
Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Jason Hayward will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Jason Hayward.
Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Can't ask for much more. Justin Grimm is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Justin Grimm.
Jake Lamb steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder,
David Peralta stands in as he looks at ball one here.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
Drilled on the ground is short. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. Luckily, however, the first baseman will get his glove on it. Brandon Drury digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Wellington Castillo stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. Too high. 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Popped high in the air. Grimm just to the right of the mound. 2 down. Chris Owings stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2. Ground ball right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Ruby De La Rosa will stand in. And I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
And that's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really had a big inning yet. Just a lot of 1s and 2s, but those will add up.
2 out with the man at first. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Up high, 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him in the inning. Ben Zobrist will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Drury is there, and it's a picture-perfect beginning to the 9th inning for a pitcher. 1 pitch, 1 away. Chris Bryant ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Pollard. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
0-1.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw in time for the final out, and the Diamondbacks have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble